Hey, what's up traders? Welcome back to my channel. In this video I will analyze these five currency pairs, starting with euro against US dollar, New Zealand against US dollar, British pound against Japanese yen, dollar against Swiss franc, and dollar against Japanese yen. This is from 10th of February to 14th of February. Before we start, quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes and not for investment advice. Okay, so this is daily chart of euro dollar. So as you can see, the price been going down steadily for the last couple of weeks, last 5 or 6 weeks. So from the 1st of January, pretty much it went just one way to the downside. As you can see, this is a nice channel down here. It's been going down, 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 down here. Now it's pretty covered, like good amount of pips. But if you watched my weekly analysis, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I called that the price will go higher, but obviously, as you can see, it just rolled back down. I think that was about, when was it? I think last week or week before that. I can't really remember, but I do remember that I called it that the price will go up. The reason was why, because of this bullish candle up here. I could not obviously ignore it because it's very strong. So, but then price went, hit that upper channel, and then it's rolled back over, and it's now sitting at the lower channel. So at this time the price looks relatively weak, and if you can see, let's go to the weekly charts on here. The weekly candle, this weekly candle closed very bearish, very nice, very strong. So I will be certainly looking to get on to the short side, at least for the time being, because it's still sitting at this lower, at least this lows down here. So hopefully if it bounces a bit back up, I'm just bring up a snip that chart. Yeah, hopefully if it just goes a bit higher, bit of a pullback, maybe go to this upper channel in the next few days, then I will be looking to short it to the target, possibly target down to these 109.20 or most likely 109.100. Nice number down here. So let's see how it's going to open tomorrow, and certainly would be looking to the downside unless it will have some kind of like similar bar to this bullish bar up here. So certainly still looking towards the downside. Nice. So New Zealand dollar versus US dollar. So I pulled up this daily chart, and as you can see, also this currency looks weak. It's been going down since I think January. Yeah, since January. So last few weeks it's been going down. And on Friday session it closed this nice daily bearish candle. So it's weak. I'm still looking to short this currency as well, depending if it gives me a chance to do that, because my strategy is based on pullbacks. I like to get onto the pullback, and that gives me the chance to get extra pips out of the market, let's say. So and this is the, I'm just setting this alert that if it goes to the certain, like these highs, are good chance to get on. If it retraces down here, up here, I'll show you, just bring up this snippet. Yeah, so if it retraces a bit up these highs. There's several highs, these little highs, but main one is this one up here. So I'll say what price range is that? About 6432, 6430, give or take, around that zone. Probably like about half of this Friday session candle. And also, as you can see on the weekly charts, this is a weekly, it has a reaction on this trend line, and then it's going down pretty nicely. Nice strong bearish candles. So that's hoping to go. Let's look at the daily for the potential targets. Down here, 6350. It's also a decent target, or even further, second target. This is quite close to that. That's in a weekly chart. So we got 6330. That's a decent target as well. So yeah, if the price retraces up here, 6430, and then if you ride it all the way down to 6330 area, you're generally gonna get out about 100 pips, which is quite decent pips. Okay, next is British pound versus Japanese yen. This is one of my favorite currencies, but as you can see, it's been chopping for the last few weeks, been up and down in this range. But what's good about this, even in a choppy markets, this currency has a very wide range. So even if you let's take just as an example, like up these tiny highs for like 143.100, and you shorted it there and rolled it all the way down this low, which is about 141.50. That's still like 150 pips. That's why I like this currency, because you can, if once you get the right trend, you can make loads of pips out of the currency. Like, let's say if you would have like bought it down here and rolled it all the way up, you will make loads of pips, like 600-700 pips. Unfortunately, I missed that because I have not been trading pound for quite a long time because of all this Brexit and all the uncertainty around it. But I already started looking at the pounds once we got that Brexit thing out so far. So for now, I think actually this is not very good swing material for now, as it's not very clear where the price wants to go. So for now, I would look break of either if it breaks this choppy range, this one on about 141.17 area, if it breaks that one, it will be good potential to ride it down here. Let me just bring up a snip, it will be easier to show you guys. So if it breaks this range, then will be good opportunity to ride all the way to that 139.40 area, around down here, or actually down here. Will be good points. Or if it turns around and goes back up after break of these high, we'll be looking to, as of the targets, about this area. So 144.20, so it's still around 100 and 200 pips target, which is still good. But once it breaks either this high up here or these lows, then you can ride it. If it goes up, then good potential to ride it up here, or if it breaks, the first target will be certainly here down to these lows, and if it breaks that one, then that's just a good Then after that, obviously, it's all the way down. See what's gonna happen. Okay, now US dollar against Swiss franc. Now it looks very decent, nice bullish. It's been going up for this last week. It just turned around and it's going up, and it's also broke these. Let me just bring again this snippet, will be easier. Yeah, these broke these highs, these two highs, and then it's going nicely up for now. And if you look at the weekly charts, let's go to weekly, it closed nice bullish candle. I like this candle. So it's wait for, I guess, if it goes a bit more higher and then retraces, there's gonna be a good opportunity to go to the long side for the potential. We still got these highs as well up here, so I might wait a bit more, see what it does, how it's gonna open tomorrow as well. But so far it looks very good on a weekly chart. The candle looks very nice and it's been going up, so that looks good. So if it edges higher, there's good potential. Let's say the potential targets up here. Right, you got these highs and these lows, 9835, but around that zone. 9835, this one, you can see open and closes, so that's a decent target. We need a bit of, depending if it's like shows a good bullish strength, then you can jump in. I don't tend to do that. I don't like just jumping into the trade and then just follow. I think I've done it a few times, but generally I wait for the pullback and then get onto the trade and ride it. So personally, I like that way of trading, but obviously if you are a more aggressive trader, you can just do that and then ride it to is it 9835, was it? Yeah, around 9835 zone. And the final currency is dollar against yen. So this currency looks interesting. It's been going up steadily, but as of now it's more of a like a waiting game. Let's go to the weekly chart, and if you can see now, this is basically, let me bring up a snippet again. Let's look at it. So this trend line, this nice weekly trend line, so it tested one here again. So this is like third time. So it tried to break this trend line a couple of times already, but it's failed so many times. So it's 1, 2, 3. It went all the way down here, up almost like air kissed it, down, and the last time it tested it was like 2 weeks ago. Obviously did not break it, retraced, and now it tested again. So this week test again, and it looks like it's still kind of failing to break, but it has to do something. Obviously you have another trend line down here, so when it tested up here, it came down and tested now this trend line down here, and then it came back up again and tested it. So this is like a waiting game where this is gonna go. Obviously it can go either way. So now it's kind of up these highs, yeah, this little high up here, and let's put that the hammer candle, which could be like a not retracement, reversal. Yeah, I don't tend to play reversals. They generally don't really work out for me. I might do depending how it's going out, but generally I do not do it. So in this case, it's more like a waiting game where that. Let's look at the bit 4-hourage. Okay, it's not much really. So yeah, it's a waiting game. The weekly candle is close still. It's a decent weekly candle, but when it comes to the trend lines, now it's trying to squeeze in between these two trend lines, and it most likely, if you look at it, might just come down next few days, test this, and maybe come up again and test this one, and well, in at some point it has to break one of the trend lines. I think it might just go to upside, because the it's more as of the weekly chart is concerned, is the trend is generally going up. As you can see, it's more upside than, well, actually it's down as well. Okay. Yeah, it's more like both really. It's on a big one it's going down, and on shorter term it's going up. So yeah, it's waiting game. It can go either way really. Okay guys, I just analyzed these 5 currencies: Euro against dollar, New Zealand against US dollar, British pound against Japanese yen, US dollar against Swiss franc, and dollar against Japanese yen. I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I will reply you soon. Take care, my friends, and I will see you in the next video.